Yeah. 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 Everything hidden in plain sight. But are you blinded by the daylight? Can we get lost into the moonlight? Then make our way back to the room, right? Cold drink, slow grind. Had me thinking about this all the time. Jamaican music, daddy wine. Jamaican music, daddy wine. Hold up, spread out, blow a mind. Been over double time. Hit it to a favorite jam. Hit every beat, then that thing going hang. Black on black, black on black, black on black. Chevy truck, little bit of red trim. Got that big Falcon dog. Matt Ryan, Michael Vick, prime time warred up. I be in it big, going done. Do this shit for fun. Roll that thing and smoke it like I'm Pat Mahone, that Philly blunt. Nigga in the A, so you know I'm smoking stupid run. GSH cowboy, never spurs on my boots. Just a little squeeze and some conversation, get them loose. Have them running, you know what I'm saying, man. Yeah, man, we had to go ahead and show y'all how we really be flowing. It's your boy C.O.D, the C.O.W.boy music, welcoming you to season 3, episode 80. That's right, folks, we done made it all the way to 80. You know what I'm saying? Galleria, Houston, Atlanta, Decatur, the Square, and I ain't talking El Selma. I'm talking about where you get that Jenny's ice cream. Hey, you talking about? And this your boy, baby brother of that nigga me, aka C.O.D, the C.O.W.boy music, aka Big Tabby, aka Tabula Rasa, aka Fifth of Five, baby boy, second to none, born to be number one. And you know, it ain't a party without my nigga P. So I'ma shut up and let him get off his aliases on this Wednesday beat. Talk to the people, P.
It's your player partner, P. Henry Trotter the Fourth, aka Home Run Trot, aka Frederick _Thugless. Please say the underscore, aka Queen with the pen and with the lens, aka Casino P, aka your grandma's favorite house guest, because when he walked through the door, that boy got the manners. We in this thing, man.
Yay.
Episode 80.
That's fire.
That's fire.
Yes,
That's fire.
20 from the hundo. Big boy. Big marks. Big things. Hey, you talking about? But yeah, man, I ain't even gonna bury the lead. We ain't even gonna have no banter. We ain't even gonna Regis and Kelly lead this team. We just gonna jump right into that.
Fliggity.
Like that team. Fliggity. Flight it. Hey, you talking about what up, P? You ready for that thing?
Yes, sir. What you got for me today?
This week's flight deck is actually a combo. Give me some TV, but it's more about the connection point that consuming art provides. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Rare is the day when you stroll through the museum with your partner or with your lady, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis and consume these different paintings and sit in these moments and exist in each other's aura, and you bring in these different things, and then you go have a cafe, maybe you're bliggity, you feel what I'm saying, and be like, what they do to your heart? You feel what I'm saying? So music and television in a lot of ways are the connection points for us with art, where we go, this is how I was feeling, how you was feeling. Then we go to parties and we express ourselves through dance and through these different arts and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it really made me think about how good it feel when you recommend the show to somebody and they finally watch this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause people got so much stuff going on in their life and everybody doing so many different things, man. Like, don't nobody be giving a fuck. And like, you could recommend 100 shows out and like everybody you talk to, you recommend a different show that you think they would like because you consume different shit. You're like, oh, I know what you would like. You need to watch this or you need to watch that. And niggas would never watch that shit. And I had one of those moments and connection point with my big brother where I had been telling this nigga to watch Stranger Things for the longest time. And we in the A. Well, I'm in Decatur, he in Marietta. But we in the A, you feel what I said? And the Stranger Things experience was because it's filmed here, so they had like an actual warehouse set up where they set up the set and had all these different things and cool shit. And we could never like link up and take his sons, my two nephews, through there because he was like, bro, I ain't never watched that shit. And I was like, what the fuck? You know how cold that'd be? But I wanted to go by myself. Yes, I could go on a date, but that ain't really how I want to experience it. I want to geek out on some Comic-Con shit and do silly shit and recreate scenes from the show. But like, he called me the other day. We was popping shit about workouts and different things. And out of the blue, he like, oh shit, man, I meant to tell you, man, I called you right after I finished episode 1 of Stranger Things. I said, oh shit. And like the way that felt good as hell. And I don't know what that sensation is. I don't know how to quite to articulate why it felt good, but it's this amazing show I know I love, and he is starting his journey with it. And the way I think about time and space, like, you know what I'm saying, in the breath of the universe, we are here for a blink of an eye. So we are as close to everything we've ever done as we are to everything we will ever do. And these pieces of art, because they are time stamped, exist in a temporal infinite space where even if I watched it a year ago, when he watches it, he's going to experience, if I don't give spoilers and fuck up the storyline, he's going to experience these different things as he goes through this series. And I can expect a call after episode 4, like, boy, L ain't no motherfucking joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the moments he gonna start to love this character gonna pull something out of him emotionally and shit like that. And I know it's also going to hit him in totally different ways than it hit me too. So I am going to relate to this show in a way I didn't before because now I'm going to share it with him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just a cool part of television, man. And I'm about to fall in love with Stranger Things all over again through the connection point that I had with my big bruh. And I think about doing that shit. And that's a big part of why we do Give Me Some TVs with you so that we can also do that and share that and fall deeper in love with this art through the audience. So I intro by talking about Stranger Things being this new connection point, but it's not going to be my Give Me Some TV. I toss it to you for your thoughts on that concept and to share a little bit with the audience.
Yeah, it's always fun. Like even when you have folks who like you watching something and you didn't think it fell into the wheelhouse of somebody else, and like they let you know, like, hey man, you seen this? And you be like, hell yeah, I watched that, man. Yeah, me and the lady catch that, you know. So like one of my partners, him and his lady, like they I even give you what the show is. Real Housewives of Potomac.
What the fuck? What state is that?
Virginia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like it's
they said
it's like a PG County type spot in Virginia. And so I was like, man, I was watching some TV with the lady last night and blah blah blah. And Big Dog was like, oh, you watched that? And then so it's that connection point and being able to chop it up about like what's happening in the show and the characters and like what we took from it and stuff. So I respect it, man. Like I really respect it. And there's And even on that
did y'all go, man? You know how your lady do, man. I only want to watch it, but shout it. I just be trying to spend time. Y'all played that card. Y'all actually
not
like
even,
y'all
bro. Like yeah, like it's because a lot of the things
I was with Scandal. I talked to everybody who would listen about Scandal and then blamed it on my lady.
I let folks know that she introduced me because I don't really watch TV a whole lot.
Shouts out to Shonda.
I get like I'll pass by the TV while she watching something, and like I'll get wrapped up in it, and so it'll become like a show that like that's how I got wrapped up in the Love Island. Like I was like, man, what is this shit that I always keep hearing? Like these people with these weird accents keep arguing in the background, and so
blowing me.
Yeah. Mate.
The Bob and Taco.
And so she
scrimp on the vibe.
That shit it's been like it has had me hooked ever since like I watched the first episode of that joint. Like I jumped in on
a barbie is a skewer, right?
That's Australians. Yeah.
That's what they call a skewer, a barbie.
I think so. Shrimp on the barbie. Yeah. I think it. Throw that thing on the hook. But yeah, man, like having these different reference points because of popular culture and having inside jokes.
Speaking of it, talk your shit.
But yeah, even with like so like Love Island, became a fan of that. Now like I'm a fan of The Good Place. Like I had no intention of watching that show at all. And now but I can't watch it before I go to sleep.
Give me some headlines and give me some
TV. Way too much about like the conundrums they be in. Like because the people that they put in that show, like having the ethics philosopher, the ethics professor in there, and like him going through like all of the conundrums that he got to go through, and like the context that he give all the decisions and stuff. Like
the world we live in. Not only did they provide you the dynamicity of the human condition and the different characters they put in The Good Place, they found a way to put AI in The Good Place and show its development.
Yeah.
Autonomous, all-powerful AI. It is genius. Finding a way to make that a character in and of itself before you ever play out a storyline is fantastic writing. Good. Yeah. Like that writer's room should have went and got drinks when they wrote Janet, bruh. When they storyboarded Janet's initial character arc. I don't know if they had the whole series in mind or what, but when Janet became a thing, it was like the portal gun for Rick and Morty. The possibilities became endless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they did beautiful things with it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm in season 2 of that guy. Looking forward to the back half of where I am now.
I feel like I'm getting even better and better at talking about stuff without ever talking about the plot lines, but getting people into the actual content. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm finna get serious about the movie channel, man. What you think?
I think it's I don't.
I'm gonna start reviewing everything.
It's necessary. Yeah, I think it's very necessary, especially with as much like with all the movies that you consume. And
yeah, like, man, I'm gonna just start doing them. I'm gonna sit in this thing and record. I'm gonna just record them and start posting them shits. I'm gonna send them to the joint and have you do the write up, and you can watch them when they premiere for all I care. And they'll just be the length that they is. But yeah, peak game, G. So the crux of this whole thing is, what is the current show that has captivated you that ain't like the thing that isn't, it ain't the Walking Dead or the today's fucking Breaking Bad, what Entourage was at a point. Like, think about all those different moments got Game of Thrones, all these different shit that captivated the consciousness and became the thing that niggas was recommending the fuck out of.
Mm-hmm.
What's your hidden gem right now? What's your shit that you recommend? Is it a movie? It don't have to be a TV show.
I would say it's 2 TV shows that I'm like really, one I went back to, one I've been consuming because I'm about at that point in my life, and it's just a really interesting show to consume, whether you have an interest in it or not. And that show is The Parent Test. It's a show on ABC where they have like 12 different parenting types, and they have like either the couple or if the child is a child of a single parent, like they have them come on and like the other parents, like 3 sets of parents sit on the front row and they take these parents through like different challenges of parenting. And the back row is everybody else, and like everybody else judge like, well, is this a good parenting style? And like, remember, you're not judging the parents, you're judging their style and like if it's effective or not. And like some of the challenges and shit, and like
see,
some
me
of the ways
personally, I'd have whooped his ass. Do people say shit like that in the testimonial?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You said repeat that for the peoples.
The Parent Test
at ABC.
On ABC, yeah. And
so if it was streaming, it'll be on what? Peacock or Disney Plus?
Hulu.
Okay.
We watch it on Hulu. Yeah.
Okay, dig it.
But yeah.
All right. So what's your second show? That's a hell of an introduction. You got me intrigued, and I got Hulu, so I'm gonna peep that. What's your second one?
The second one is I'm running back Sex Education. It's a show that comes on Netflix. It just finished up its 3rd season.
Sex, like bumping uglies.
Yeah, bumping uglies education. Yeah,
the horizontal mambo.
Mm-hmm. And
mambo number 5. Bumping uglies.
Yeah.
Rubbing skins. Making twins. And twins. My bad, man. What's the name of that show? Sex Education?
Yep, Sex Education.
And that's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. And it's
that's about fucking?
It's yes and no. It is about sex, and like it teaches about sex through like the interactions of like the characters. And so one, like the main character is his kid's name, his name is Otis. And
man, you were supposed to give the people your porn name. It's the first pet you had in the street you grew up on. Tiny McCoy on duty for sex education. What's your porn name?
Capone Kirkman.
Hey, Tiny McCoy and Capone Kirkman?
Kirkman.
Okay, Capone Kirkman. That's how I like a nigga who Liam Neeson gon', you know how Sylvester Stallone got Michael B. Jordan to keep the Rocky franchise going through Creed.
Oh yeah.
Like you, Capone Kirkman would be the nigga who started Found, the shit to keep Taken going. That sound like Liam Neeson to task you to keep Found going. You know what I'm saying? Found that bitch. Here she go. You feel that? She was lost, but now she found. Capone Kirkman and Found. But yeah, you can make that a porno. Find that fucker. You feel that? That's the plot. That nigga P find the lost chick. You pay that nigga P to find your lost niece. She went to the Maldives. That nigga P find her on the yacht and the Turks and cakes and smashed them cakes. Capone Kirkman and Found and fucked. Now I got to figure out what Tiny McCoy series gonna be. Tiny McCoy, he could be a detective too. What he gonna do? Tiny McCoy. Don't let the name fool you. That's his tag name. Oh, his tagline, Tiny McCoy. Don't let the name fool you. Oh man, that's
nigga
it.
Like this nigga's a magician.
Yeah. Say, oh man, now I'm thinking of all the taglines. I'm a grower, not a shower. Voila. You know what I'm saying? Patty McCoy, that's good fodder. Sex Education on Netflix. Check that out. You know what? Fuck my recommendations. Go watch Stranger Things. I keep my same thing that my brother just started watching. And comment and bother us if you'd like for us to talk about it. And we're gonna be incorporating lives in here soon, man. So peep game and gang. We gonna have like when some new shit drop on Netflix, we gonna cut it on at 8:00 on this day, and y'all can live watch it with the gang. You feel? Give me some TV, but P,
yes sir.
Can I do you a favor?
Man, what you gonna do for me?
Could I give you some head, nigga? You what the fuck?
Can you give me some headlines?
I was confused. I said, wait a minute, this ain't how it go. Who fucking up? Me or him? He said, what you gonna do? What you got for me?
What you got for me? What a time. What a time.
Nigga, we on episode 80. Still the same old P. We got to do that Genuine remix. I don't give a fuck. Still the same old P. P, can I do you a favor?
Man, is you gonna give me some headlines?
Yes, sir. Headline number uno. Nah, I ain't on them Joe Burrows this week. We smoking Philly blunts. Headline number dos. Is Patty Mahomes on the way to being the GOAT? And are the Chiefs on their way to being a dynasty? Headline number trace. Damn, that Jalen Hurts. But that boy played good. Which one you want? Let me know if you want me to go back through them things.
Oh, I'm going to go with the GOAT, man. I'm going to go with the God. And smoking that dope burr.
All right. And that headline, actually had a ghost headline. And it's was Patty Mahomes perking Mahomes in the second half? So he has chosen to talk about this year's Super Bowl through headline number 2. Is Patty Mahomes on the way to being the GOAT, and are the Chiefs on their way to being a dynasty? / was Patty Mahomes perking Mahomes in the second half? Pete, talk to me about the Super Bowl and Patty Mahomes, man. And for anyone not in the know, the Kansas City Chiefs won their second Super Bowl in franchise history, the third one that they've been to in the past 5 years, quarterbacked by Patrick Mahomes and coached by Andy Reid. First Super Bowl appearance, I believe. I forget who the coordinator was for that one, but the past 2 have been Eric Bieniemy, and Eric Bieniemy won his first Super Bowl as an offensive coordinator. Black actors. Shouts out to the homie, man. And if you watch Give Me Some Headlines last week, then you already knew the score was going to be 38-35 because it was predicted by you. Boy. You feel what I'm saying? Talk your shit, P, because I did talk mine.
Shouts out. I see how this thing.
Oh, they beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I didn't even say who they played.
Yeah.
Oh, Birds.
Yeah. Shouts out to my dog. The one I wanted to pick was I like to give. Obviously, I feel very strongly about my Alabama quarterbacks.
Nah. You pick Patty. Follow the format. You can talk about that at the aftermath. Talk about Patty first.
I see how this thing is shaping out for Patty, man, and it's about to be a Jordan LeBron conversation. Like this is shaping out a whole lot. Like there was a little bit of overlap between like their careers, and like now you're gonna get Patty in. Tom Brady lost in the big game a couple times to one specific quarterback. But like this is kind of lining up like that. Like they need that argument, and what Buddy has done in the past 5 years, in my opinion, he all ready to go. Because if you look at Tom Brady's years, like he only really led the league in quarterback stats that year he had Randy Moss. Like that's the year where he really showed out.
May I interject, my guy?
Yeah.
Tom Brady's best season, the year he's speaking of, I believe it was either 2007 or 2008. Yep. Yeah, 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Passing yards, 4,806. The Patrick Mahomes season I am going to read you was his first year starting. 5,097 yards. Tom Brady passing touchdowns with Randy Moss, 50. Patty Mahomes first year starting, 50. Tom Brady yards per pass, 8.3. Patty Mahomes, 8.8. Passer rating, 117.2. Patty Mahomes, 113.8. Tom Brady's best year was Patrick Mahomes' first year as a starter.
Yeah, and so, and
we also talking about
we also talking
made
about
the AFC Championship game that year. And if not for Tom Brady in his motherfucking bag, he'd make a Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, and we also talk about
if not for Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes win a Super Bowl his first year.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
I think I already, like, I don't need to see no more. I mean, we look at other Hall of Fame quarterbacks, first ballot Hall of Fame quarterbacks who haven't gotten there yet. Peyton Manning, he has 2, but it took him his entire career to get 2. You got Drew Brees, only got 1.
Before Tom Brady, you only needed 2 Super Bowls to be in the GOAT conversation because the only person who had 4 was Joe Montana. But they still said Steve Young. He not in the GOAT conversation though, because they give the credit to the team. Pre-free agency, they were able to stack Hall of Famers in a way that took a little bit of credit away from dynasties individually. The running backs don't get GOAT running back status. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that. Receivers don't, because they had all the best receivers. You know what I'm saying? But said all that to say this. You made me lose myself. The fuck were you talking about?
GOAT talk. Tom Brady.
Oh, nah, still not there.
Well, I'll say that.
Help me figure out the fuck I'm finna say real quick, nigga.
We was talking about. We segued from all the quarterbacks with 2.
Oh yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Super Bowls would be considered to go.
Steve Young, John Elway, Ben Roethlisberger. I hate to say it. Eli Manning, Peyton Manning. These guys only got the 2. You feel what I'm saying? So when you start talking about greatest of all time, 2 is where we start the conversation. So you can say he need more before you end it, but it's time to have that motherfucker. That's what I'm saying definitively. It is time to start talking that shit.
Yeah.
And when number 2 is his 3rd appearance, and it's only been 5 years, and his worst year was an overtime loss in the AFC Championship game and 12 wins, he gonna make the playoffs. And every one of them has led to a home AFC Championship game so far. That means more often than not, he gonna be a game away from the Super Bowl. This will not be the last one we see him, man.
No, it won't be, especially with the guy he got calling the plays. Like,
nigga. Yeah. Bruh. He like the perfect mix between the 2 quarterbacks who Andy Reid turned up the best with. You had squares, pocket ass Donovan McNabb who would scamper when he had to. And he transitioned from him to Michael motherfucking Vick in Philly. And now he got Patty motherfucking Mahomes, who got that touch that Donovan had, but he got that downfield arm that Vic had. It don't come out like a rocket, but he can put that bitch in the way he need to down there. You feel what I'm saying?
And his transition, like the 4 quarterbacks that Andy Reid has had.
And the feet crazy.
The 4 quarterbacks that Andy Reid, I think, has had in his career. He only had 4 quarterbacks in like his time as a head coach, I think. Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, Alex Smith, and now Patrick Mahomes.
When he first got to Philly, the nigga who was his coordinator who went back to Philly was a quarterback. That nigga, Doug Peterson, was a quarterback in Philly.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He was Dookie, though. That's why he drafted.
And that's
why they had the number 2 pick, because Doug wasn't the guy.
that's why I didn't feel bad. Like when you said, like when you talked about how
I'm a real Eagles fan, nigga. I know.
You said you didn't rock with the Eagles because of the way they handled the Andy Reid situation. I was like, but look where he ended up because of that. Like he ended up in a place where
he ended up there because he Andy Reid.
But I'm saying
people don't know because they
ended up in a better.
It's his third Super Bowl.
Better situation.
His first one was
a far better situation.
His first Super Bowl was offensive coordinator for Brett Favre in Green Bay under Mike Holmgren. You understand me? Andy Reid been dialing it up. You just ain't knowing.
I did know who he was back then.
I'm talking about you in the Royal Sense, the audience.
I was about to say,
America. Shouts out to Burning Man. I'm talking to the audience.
Yeah. It's hella footage of Brett Favre hugging the hell out of Andy Reid.
He looked like Holmgren though.
He do.
So niggas might not assume that was a different walrus. They was both in Green Bay wearing them same coats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, he got more power when he went to Kansas City and was in a position to get the guy who about to be the GOAT. Because like,
my friend.
And this boy got that dog in him.
I wouldn't be surprised if he not happier, the barbecue, a little bit warmer climate, more control over the organization. He was able to bring his boy in before, you know what I'm saying, tragedy, rest in peace. But, nigga, look at Philly. Not having control wouldn't have hurt him. They making fantastic decisions in the front office in Philly. Yeah. He wouldn't have been hurt.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have been hurt.
Because had he had the receiving core they had in that bitch Carson Wentz pre-injury, he'd have been just as good as he was running a base down version of his offense with a play caller who stood next to him while he called the plays in Kansas City. He was doing that with Alex Smith and got him the job in Philly. You see what I'm saying? He was winning 14 games, 12 games, 13 games with Alex Smith. He just couldn't get deep in the playoffs because it was Alex Smith, and he turned into a pumpkin at 12 o'clock. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, when it's winning time, he wasn't that guy.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. All right. But now we done buried the lead. Let's talk about Wesley Snipes, man. Let's talk about the Houston native, Alabama transfer. And I hate that they buried Oklahoma completely as if they weren't a huge part of his maturation, 1 year or not. You feel they are a fourth of his collegiate experience. And they deserved a little bit of love in the Super Bowl coverage, but they ain't getting mentioned at fucking all. Yeah, so shouts out to the Sooners, man.
No, they did a little montage of like his journey. I remember that shit vividly. They talked about Oklahoma. They definitely talked about him. It wasn't in length, but it was they did touch on it. They touched on it like a Catholic preacher.
No Harvey Weinstein. That was up, man. But talk your shit by Jalen, man. I give you the floor.
Man.
That boy went off, man. He showed out.
He snapped, bro. Like, from the word go, man. Like, there was nothing more that he could have done that, like, I mean, bruh, like I watched that game, every snap of that game. Like we was picking up food when the game started, and like I was listening to it.
He could have not ate that fried chicken. We gonna keep it all the way thugging 100. You feel me? He could have not ate that fried chicken. That ball wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he had one mistake, and that cost them the game.
Yeah, and I,
you know what I'm saying? Well, nothing cost them the game, but it was the turning point because they was burying them before that.
It wasn't gonna be
that
close.
Scene in Step Brothers where Brendan had that nigga in the hole. He's like, Brendan, what are you doing? You're like, the fuck you look like, nigga?
Yeah, like the one turnover in the game ended up being one of the it was huge because they was driving like 4th and 1. They was running quarterback sneaks on 4th and 3.
They gave us a perfect Super Bowl, bro. It is the first time in NFL history in the conference championship or NFL Super Bowl that someone lost after scoring 35 points. And no matter who lost, Patty or Jalen, one of them would have been the first person to lose after putting up 35 in a conference championship or the Super Bowl. That's how good both of them played.
Yeah.
First time in history, bro. Both of them niggas played good enough to win is what that tell me. One of them had to lose.
Bro went for 380 total yards, 4 total touchdowns, and his team was on the wrong side of it. But yeah, Patty was on them Perkies, man.
He definitely was, man. His eyes was jumping out of his head. And it's a reason why they sent Travis Kelce. They sent Travis Kelce to be the speaker for Patty after that Super Bowl. That tell me everything I need to know. Forget how he was playing. Forget how locked in he was. That boy was 13 or 14 in the second half. If anybody been on them things, they know that tongue get the waggling. And y'all seen him after every completion running downfield. He out there. Them eyeballs get the bulging. And if you seen him on the sideline, that boy could not sit still. You feel what I'm saying?
He felt invincible, bro. Like when he ran that ball.
Look at how he got up after that sack.
When I seen him throw that ball,
look at how he got up after that sack, and then look at how he got up after running 35 yards downfield and getting tackled from behind. That nigga.
Hold up. First of all, he didn't get sacked once.
Well, excuse me, the ankle tackle when he scrambled in the first half that led to the moment for everybody who was watching the game. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't get sacked. Correct. My bad.
That whole peel was at that angle.
Bro, I tell you.
Because once it got twisted in the first half, that whole like, man, what happened to my peel? Like, it was
perk 10. I just popped a perk 10. Perk 30. I just popped a perk 30. It said perk 60. I just popped 2 perk 30s.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. P.
Yes, sir.
Could I do you a favor?
Man, go ahead and give me some headlines.
All right, man. I got some headlines for you, P.
Come on with it.
I'd have kicked your ass. That's my best Bill Russell impersonation. You know what I'm talking about? All right. The second headline is, and for the audio cast, I'm flipping them the bird. And the third headline is Bill Russell's NBA Today, Part 1.
Let's go with the third headline.
Bing, 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 bing. You're welcome, audience. Because you have just been thrust into what we at Give Me Some Headlines call by the name of Bill Russell's NBA Today. And it all centers around the universe of someone who all too often is left out of the GOAT conversation. Mr. Bill motherfucking Russell. One of the baddest men that ever walked the face of this earth. P, can you pull up his accolades for me as I introduce this concept to the people?
Sure will.
Bill Russell played for the Boston Celtics. And when you hear them talk about the 17 championships they won, just know that very few of them go to the player that they talk about as the greatest in franchise history. 11 of those 17 belong to Bill Russell. And oftentimes, the thing that is used to discredit this man's greatness and his dominance is the statement that, come on, you know, it was a different NBA at that time. It was only like 8 teams. And we here at Give Me Some Headlines are going to make it very clear to you why that is the dumbest fucking shit anyone could ever say. It don't make a lick of fucking sense like you think it do. If you've ever heard it and said, well, they got a good point. No, the fuck they don't. And here's why. If the NBA only had 8 teams and it was Bill Russell's NBA today, there would only be 16 point guard roster spots. Depending on if a team decided to carry 3 guards or bigs where they prioritized. But we at Give Me Some Headlines are going to paint the clear picture for you of what the league would look like today if it was Bill Russell's NBA. And then you tell me if you think any of these motherfuckers are so special as an individual that on these rosters we about to construct, that one of these motherfuckers, if there were only 8 teams, there are 32, 4 times as many teams. So 3/4 of the league is about to be out of a job. 3/4 of the league is about to be out of a job, and it is going to be the top 25% of the NBA. Those are the rosters we are about to construct. Bill Russell's NBA today will be the top the top 96 players, 12-man roster, 8 teams, less than 100 NBA players, the best 96 hoopers in the world. That will be Bill Russell's NBA today. Tell me one of these motherfuckers winning 11 out of 13 championships. Talk to the people, P.
Bill Russell. We're going to start off with the really big one. Hall of Fame. 13 years in the NBA.
13.
12-time All-Star. 11-time NBA champion. 5-time MVP. 1968.
Hold up. These bitches talking about getting snubbed right now. Y'all ain't gonna have jobs when we done. Y'all bitching about not making the All-Star team. He made it 12 years out of 13 with only 8 teams. Only 16 other power forwards for people to consume. And every year, except for one, he was one of, if not the best in the NBA. Talk to the people, Pete.
68-69 all-defensive team. 4-time rebound champion. 11-time All-NBA. 62-63 All-Star MVP. NBA 75th anniversary team.
But he not the GOAT. Though. Because it was only 18 teams and only 72 roster spots when he won 11 out of 13. Michael Jordan is talked about as the GOAT when he didn't win a championship until the expansion era, when the league added 6 teams, meaning they added 72 roster spots. And it went from being the most elite 200 and something niggas to the best 300 niggas in the world. It is the exact opposite of what Bill Russell had to win a championship in. And Bill Russell won 11 out of 13. Michael Jordan didn't win 1 until they added 72 roster spots and spread it out the talent. A team had 1 or 2 dynamic players. There were no big threes, and the Bulls had 4 Hall of Famers. That's the NBA he existed in. They added 72 roster spots, and we about to carve out an NBA today. Bill Russell's NBA today, where there are only 96 NBA players. Don't talk to me about Jordan being the GOAT and not mention motherfucking Bill Russell. We about to explain exactly why that shit dumb today. Talk to the people, P.
Yeah, man. And I'm not even gonna lie, I used to be one of those people who thought, bruh, that was an easier NBA, but it was not. It was a concentration of talent. Like, everybody was jumbled up together.
Facts. Niggas gonna have to talk that shit. Niggas gonna have to give Bill Russell his respect around here. You feel what I'm saying? Opening up a notepad right now so we can type. It's not gonna be good if I type it on the computer. I'm gonna just do it on my phone. But P, man, we finna carve it out, man. We gonna bury the lead this week right here. We gonna be carving out who make these 8 teams, and in the interim time in between now and next week, we gonna come up with 8 team names and carve out Bill Russell's NBA today. You feel what I'm saying? Name them after all black folks from history. You know what I'm saying? The Muhammad Ali float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The Muhammad Ali bumblebees. I don't know. We gonna figure it out. You feel? But P, I think the best way to do this thing is to treat it dead ass like we GM in this thing. And this shit, just pick the point guards, bruh. And I don't even know these nigga like that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's how clear it is, bruh. If you can't name 16 point guards, the niggas we couldn't name really wouldn't have a job. They'd put a different nigga we could name on the team and just run with one point guard. Like the team that had Yoke wouldn't carry 3 point guards. They'd carry 2 maybe because Yoke handling the ball. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, talk your shit, man. And I get them ready for the segment. I'm about to pull up the 100 best NBA players.
So yeah, it's an interesting concept, like very, very interesting concept. And I wonder, when we started talking about it, like this is a completely different argument, but I was, man, what 8 markets would get these teams? Like what 8 markets would I want to see these teams in? Because now you're losing 24 cities with an NBA team now.
Damn, so you want to start by drafting the city before the point guard. I like this. All right. First overall draft pick. I ain't even gonna cap. If you got 2 teams, you're definitely getting 1 team. I'm gonna go with Los Angeles. They definitely getting a team.
That's fair. That makes sense. And
we'll draft the people to these teams. We'll give them names later.
Yeah, and I definitely even though I live in one of the biggest or 4 markets in the United States, you got to go to the other side of the country. It's got to be some beef between the two. We going with New York. You got to.
Okay, so New York. But yeah, man, y'all got 3. You got the Mavericks, you got the Rockets, and you got San Antonio. So I'm going to just go with the one in the middle. And I'm going to say Houston would get a team, and Dallas would come down, San Antonio would come up. Yeah?
Yeah, that worked.
All right, so Houston get a team. So we got California, New York, Texas. Who else get a team?
Oh man, you got 2 of the most athletic states represented. You can't leave out the 3rd, and you got to go to the most glitz and glamour city in that state. So we're gonna take it down to Miami. They get a team.
Yeah, plus they follow the 2-team rule. You got Miami and Orlando down there.
Yeah.
Is there a 3rd? I know it is in baseball. Moving on.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You got Miami, Tampa, and Jacksonville in football. Anyway, Los Angeles, New York, Houston, Miami. Man, we got an international airport. Y'all ain't gonna hate on us. What about Atlanta, bro?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That makes sense.
Yeah, Atlanta, we got a team. Shit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 3 more states getting a team. The South is represented. Everybody in the Southeast can get the games. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
NBA gotta touch the Midwest market. Ooh,
gotta go to Chicago. Yeah, I'm going to Chicago.
It's a huge media market, and I don't want beef. I ain't trying to get drilled. No innuendo.
But I feel like I don't know how other people feel about the city as a city to visit. I love Chicago as a city to visit. Like I've been
blessed with the opportunity.
Chicago fire, bro.
I feel like we could take care of a lot of the Midwest with Colorado. The West, excuse me, Northwest.
Okay.
Because Seattle would come down, the old Wisconsinites would come down, the old cheesy Green Bayans. Yeah, I think Colorado.
Okay.
Oh shit, Green Bay got a 20-year wait on their motherfucking tickets though. Could we really not have a team that this ain't football. I'm tripping.
Yeah, this ain't football. Yeah.
So fuck the Nuggets. We talking Midwest. Who got the most rabid fan base, man? So we got Shiabi High, my Chicago.
Probably Utah.
Oh wow. Quakers.
Not even trying, like the Mormons out there, they go up. If I have the place that I've heard NBA legends talk about the most is Utah.
I don't mean to be a dick, but can that be the worst team in the league and we put the last people that make the list and we make them the Utah ass? Because that would be the worst team in the league. Bet.
I was gonna say you gotta have enemies in the league. So I was gonna give
ZZ.
I was definitely, you gotta have people in the league that the league hate. So I was gonna say
and we hate
Boston has to have a team.
That's the team that the Draymond Greens would make.
Your video cut out.
I had to spit.
Oh, okay.
We need one more team. The audio cut too, Nick. Professional.
So you got a team that I feel like you got to have. So right now we in LA, we in New York, we in Houston, we in Miami, we in Chicago, we in Atlanta, Utah. Man, what other city can we go to? I feel like I think I know this answer. Like I feel like I know this answer.
DC?
Oh. No, bro.
What are we talking about?
So we got LA and we got Utah and then we got the Midwest. Ooh. It's a team that don't even have a team. It's a city that don't even have an NBA team right now. But I don't feel like you
change
can
the game.
Change the game. Nigga, let's go to Vegas.
Oh, party. Wait. Las Vegas. We'll put all the malcontents who nice on that team. James Harden's. Yeah.
Lonzo Ball.
Gang.
LaMelo Ball.
Oh, man. It's about to be dope. All right, P. So we're going to alternate, man. It go Los Angeles, New York, Houston, Miami, Atlanta, Chicago, Vegas, Utah. Because I want you to be able to draft Houston, you go first and get Los Angeles. I go New York, Miami, Las Vegas. You get we'll do it together for real. Los Angeles, man. Got the first overall pick drafting Bill Russell's NBA today. This shit gonna be time stamped. Bill Russell's NBA today. We drafting the point guards and we gonna choose the team names as we go and I guess as they get their identities. You feel what I'm saying? And we gonna pop this thing off, man. So, Pete.
Yeah.
Who is the first overall pick to the Los Angeles Ballerinas?
This is going to be hella blasphemous and controversial in the black community during Black History Month. The first point guard, Luka Doncic.
That nigga a point guard? I thought he was a small forward.
Point guard. If I'm not mistaken, Luka's a point guard.
This Bill Russell's NBA today. Fuck it. We don't draft him to do the job we want him to do. That's gonna fuck people up. Luka Doncic. Niggas gonna be mad at that. The first overall pick in Bill Russell's NBA today is Luka Doncic at point guard. That's fucking. I spelled the name crazy. I spelled this shit D-O-N-C-I-C. How you spell Doncic?
You got it right. D-O-N-C-I-C.
Oh, goddamn. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep it popping then, man. And I think this would have been a crazy NBA had this happened. But shit, Steph Curry to the motherfucking New York Scribbles. Mr. Chef Curry, man.
The New York real hip hoppers.
The real big boppers. Here you talk about. And we draft into the positions they play, man. Fuck this positionless basketball. This real. If the third pick ain't who I think it is, I'm gonna be furious. P, who the and come up with the name. Just make up fake names until one to one is stick. It's improv. So come up with the Houston name as you draft.
Ooh. That's nice. So we're gonna go with they the Rockets now, which is
we gonna fuck around and make these jerseys and sell them one day.
Oh man, Bud, what's that motherfucker name up in Tennessee? What's Cuz name up in Tennessee? The owner of the Titans.
Bud
Selig. It ain't Bud. That's the baseball dude. I was thinking Bud Selig too. I think it's baseball. I'm not.
I don't know.
Whatever his name is. He ain't got no naming rights on another league. We going Houston Oilers.
You a dick.
We going with the Houston basketball Oilers. And because they oiled up, we gotta go to black man this time. Ja Morant. Come to Houston, baby boy.
Goodness gracious.
Come to Houston, baby boy.
I put high Morant. We got high Morant to the Houston Oilers, baby. Nobody could claim confusion on the copyright. We play basketball. And history is a funny thing. It repeats itself to the Miami Feet, the Miami Rex Ryans, the Miami Scammers, the Miami Zoes. That might be the one, the Miami Zoes. You got the Chiefs, the Indians, all these different teams that shout out different people from the land. The Miami Zoes. I might write that down. That might be a keeper.
Yeah.
Miami
We might need to make these jerseys for real.
Shouts out to the Haitians. LeBron James. Lil Baby Jesus. LBJ.
LeBron James?
At point guard.
Point guard?
You goddamn right. Best point guard in Bill Russell's NBA today.
I cannot argue with it.
Best point guard in Bill Russell's NBA today.
Damn, I'm sorry, Houston. I should have brought Bron here.
You can draft whatever you want to here. You talking about?
Nah, we good. We got Ja. Ja good. Ja good money.
Oh yeah, he gonna turn up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all below sea level. He gonna be floating out that bitch.
Yeah.
Who going to Atlanta, man? And what's the team name you throwing out there? Atlanta.
Oh man, we hold one seed though.
I can read you some of the top point guards in the NBA. You got Stephen Curry, Dame Lillard, Russ Westbrook, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, man, we gonna give y'all brother Kyrie.
Feel the silence, nigga. I'm doing the title.
It's funny watching you do it.
It's dick. Because I had all time NBA history instead of today, and I was finna read an old last name.
I apologize to New Orleans also, man. I had to put that team out in Vegas though. That would have been the 18.
Boy, I thought you was gonna go New Orleans so that Bama could get all. On God, I was gonna let you do it. That's why I threw it to you for the final team. You had the power. He was owner of the team. He was NBA 50-50 commissioner and could have given you a team, New Orleans. So when that thunderstorm hits you and you don't have a team in Bill Russell's NBA today, you got to travel to Atlanta and just be fans with us. Blame P. You know what I'm saying? Blame P when y'all got about it.
We get New Orleans over here in Houston. We get all that fandom ship over here.
All right, well, blame P when you got to drive up 5 hours to Houston. Shouts out. I know the road trip. I be at that thing. Shouts out to me. I be in y'all area. I love both of y'all. But right now, we gonna slide on up the shit I be behind my Chicago Bulls. You feel what I'm talking about?
Mm.
And even though I hate his guts, because Chicago got storied history, and even in our fake NBA, he'd have a lot of pressure to perform. I'm gonna put Chris Paul punk ass up there.
Okay.
Fuck Chris Paul. We gonna put him in
Chicago.
No, my bad.
Gonna go with somebody
nah, we gonna wait. I know where I'm gonna put Chris Paul. Never mind. I take that back. Fuck Chris Paul. I know where I'm gonna put him.
I know exactly where you go. I was like, I can't believe he would give Chris Paul that honor.
You know what I'm saying? I fucked up. I'm gonna put this gonna confuse the shit out of niggas, man. Ooh, nah, I don't want to put him there. Can I draft to Vegas? Can I skip Chicago?
I can put somebody in Chicago.
Bet. I want to put LaMelo Ball in Las Vegas.
That's who I want. Yeah, that's where I would love to go to Las Vegas.
LaMelo Ball to the motherfucking Las Vegas. The Las Vegas locals. Hey, you talking about? I put LaMelo locals.
The Las Vegas dice game.
Las Vegas dice game. Las Vegas CeeLos. Ooh, the Las Vegas CeeLo greens. Ooh. Bring it back. Ooh, the LCRs.
that would be. Oh yeah, that would be hard as a shoe though. The CeeLos.
Ooh man, so we gonna make them the Las Vegas CeeLos because that's a dice game.
Yeah, Las Vegas CeeLo.
Gotta make the jersey green, and then that's how we shout out the Goody Mob. Las Vegas CeeLo. LaMelo Ball. All right, P. So who you putting in Chicago, man? I was vexed, bruh. It's some good ass point guards, bro. But getting to where we got like,
I feel like this dude is like their type of guy. Dame Lillard.
Dame Lillard. You gonna put Dame in Chicago?
Yeah, I feel like Dame he don't run from the grind, and I feel like Chicago a grind city.
I respect that. Well, we ain't gonna bury the lead, man. We gonna put Chris Paul right on the Utah ass. We gonna put him right on the Utah ass, the captain. CP3 to 6 weeks. Utah ass. Right out there with Dwayne Wade. He know what to do with it.
That's they got.
He was born to be captain of the Utah ass and Bill Russell's NBA today.
Is this
born leader? Yeah, we circling back around, man. All right, just to run through it right quick for the people, man. Number 1 overall pick, that nigga Pete put Luka Doncic to LA. New York got Steph Curry. Houston came off the top rope at 3 with Ja Morant. And everything came full circle with old man Bron going back to the Miami Zoes. Atlanta picked up Kyrie Irving. Chicago got Dame Lillard. The Las Vegas CeeLos went and picked up LaMelo Ball. And the Utah ass had to get Chris Paul. P, who is Atlanta making their backup point guard?
Their current point guard is, give me that again.
Luka Doncic.
No.
I'm sorry. Atlanta. Who is Los
Angeles? Okay, I got you. Are we gonna do snake? Are we gonna do snake draft? Since you are we gonna make Utah ass? We gonna make them the caboose again.
The NBA just go in the same order, don't they?
They do.
It being Russell NBA today, baby. Los Angeles. Second round pick.
All right. I got a name in mind, but I don't want to put him out there. I think he.
Do you want to snake it since this is kind of fantasy?
Yeah, we'll snake it.
Go ahead.
Because I want somebody I believe will beat up Chris Paul to be on this team. And it makes sense because it's cold where they are. Ice Trae Young, the Utah ass.
Wow. You gonna do that to my dog, bro? You gonna put him on the Utah ass?
I like him, but I feel like I want to see the drama. I feel like he would beat up Chris Paul.
That's crazy. I can't believe this guy not on the roster, man. But maybe you see him as a shooting guard. But I feel like if he gonna be a point guard,
you better put his ass in Vegas if it is who I think who I think it is.
The place where you go and get diamonds, the beards, James Harden. Here you talking about to the motherfucker? Yeah, the Las Vegas C.O.D.boys. You already know I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the boy Wiz Khalifa with the residency out there in Vegas, man. I know James Harden and the homie gonna connect. Hey, you talking about? So the Las Vegas C.O.D.boys got LaMelo Ball and James Harden. P, who gonna be up there backing up Dame Lillard in Chicago?
This is another fight that I can't wait to see. And like, I wish this was all real. Stephen Curry.
He on the Los Angeles team.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he already been drafted. He was my first pick.
I thought Luka was first overall to LA.
My bad. He ain't on LA.
He in New York.
He in New York.
He in New York. He in New York. Okay. Yeah, he is in New York. Chicago. Let's go. Another guy who I think is tough as nails. De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. Okay. That's a damn good pick. You putting him in Chicago with Dame Lillard?
Yeah. He got that dog in him, man.
He got that dog in him. Damn. Okay. So this guy backing up Kyrie Irving, who crazy with it. And that nigga there, he not really coming off the court. Not for real. So this nigga gotta be cool with not playing and just doing dirty shit. So who gonna make sure that the point differential good when he come off the floor? I'm looking at all the starting teams in the NBA, bruh. Some in me just won't let Marcus Smart make Bill Russell's NBA today. Everything in me want to pick Marcus Smart, man. Man, like he dead ass the first name that come to mind. I'm gonna just look at the list of teams because I can't say Marcus Smart. Who the fuck is the Mavericks point guard?
Luka.
That nigga is not their point guard. No.
He is a point guard.
Who the Nuggets point guard? Is Jamal Murray a point guard?
I think he may be. I think he might. I think Jamal Murray is. I think Jamal Murray is a point guard. I want to say he handled the rock out there.
The NBA not helpful. That shit just say guard. Fuck. Talk a little bit. Let me think about this.
I am because I'm trying to figure out who the NBA starting point guards are.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, bro.
No clue.
There's no comprehensive list, bro. Everything I search got legends on it.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. All right.
If Derrick Rose keep popping up on the list and then you see Gary Payton next, you in the wrong area. Is Mike Conley the Jazz starting point guard?
Ooh, I think he got traded recently, if I'm not mistaken. Here you go. Check the chat. I got you. I put the link in there. So currently we got
Ooh, shouts out to my man up there playing with Greek Freak.
You gonna go with Rue?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out the homie, man. He get to play in Bill Russell's NBA today. And he got no ego. He a great defender. And he could play off ball if they on the court at the same time. Cause they, you know what I'm saying, in the shooting situation, closing out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to spell the nigga name. J. Rue Holiday, man.
It's
Atlanta, man.
Okay. Jamal Murray is a point guard also.
Fuck. He deserves to be a starter somewhere. Okay, so you put Ice Tray on the Miami Zoes?
I put Ice Tray on the Utah Asses. Because I want to see him fight Chris Paul.
I put him with LeBron James.
Nah, he ain't not there.
What's that nigga first name?
Ice Trey. It's Trey. Trae. Trey Young.
Oh, okay, Young. I'm true.
Oh, you thought that was his last name?
I don't know what I thought. Okay, so I put the J-Rue Holiday in Atlanta. Who going to Miami?
Go
ahead and put that boy Murray with that nigga, man. You
Go
know
ahead.
that nigga.
That's
wrong.
fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Boom.
I'm cool
Jamal
with that.
Murray. I got 2 picks. You can get 2. So Jamal Murray to the Miami Zoes with LeBron James. I like that. That boy could drive 50.
Yeah.
That's a bet. All right. So who going to Houston with you got Houston and New York you get to pick for. So you pairing somebody with Ja Morant in Houston and somebody in New York with Steph Curry. Choose wise.
Okay. So somebody in New York and then somebody in Houston. So the Houston guy, yeah. My man's getting no run. Marcus Smart getting no run in our NBA, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, not our NBA. Bill Russell's NBA
today.
Now, is everybody healthy in this NBA? Can I make a choice based on everybody being healthy?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Okay.
Ball out.
That makes sense also, man.
That bitch Luka is a point guard. Check you out.
Yeah. Give me Lonzo.
Oh, shouts out to the guy. He a superstar, man. He deserved to be in the NBA.
Man. Yeah.
Where he playing? With the score
he here in Houston. He here in Houston with your dog. Me and Lonzo gonna be good friends.
I respect it. I feel like I typed his name already. Didn't we put him in Vegas?
Nah, that's
LaMelo. Okay.
That little Mello.
LaMelo.
The C.O.D.s. He out there with the C.O.D.s.
That's a vet, man. Who you putting in New York with the shelf?
This guy's been playing incredible ball this year, man. And I will not find a reason to leave him out. Darius Garland, the Cleveland point guard.
Wow. This nigga put Darius Garland in Bill Russell's NBA today. I know it's people who gonna hear that and be like, are you fucking kidding me? Because it's 32 teams. Somebody point guard not making this NBA. You feel what I'm saying? And they're gonna be like, the Cavaliers?
Bro, the Cavaliers is balling. They need to quit hating.
Wow. So I got the last pick, man. Nobody. Damn. Okay.
You can't leave out our boy. I might have to change out what you call if you don't pick this guy.
Who you want to pick? Fred Van Fleet?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai Gilgeous SGA. Yeah, he a point guard. OKC's point guard.
This shit over with. I thought he was a shooting guard.
Yeah, that boy bad, man.
You can have them last 3 when you come like that. All right. So we gonna do OLI just so we have them for the conversation. So we like, these niggas didn't make Bill Russell's NBA today, but I'm gonna give them the roster real quick. Luka Doncic. Oh, Los Angeles. What's a good team name? I'm gonna say the city. You come up with a hypothetical team name, even the one we think we got a good one for, and then I'm gonna hit you with the 2 players. Let me screenshot this for the significant moments. These are significant moments.
It's gonna be fucked up. People in LA gonna have it out for me when I go out there to business.
Why? Could you put Luka out there?
Nah, because of the name I got for their ass.
Oh shit! All right, the Los Angeles
cosmetic surgeries.
Choose Luka Doncic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and the New York.
The New York Plaxicos.
The New York self-mutilations choose Steph Curry and Darius Garland. Houston,
Houston Purple drinks.
And the Houston Purple drinks, brought to you by activists, choose Ja Morant and Lonzo Ball. The Miami.
Oh, Zoes. We got to keep that.
The Miami Zoes choose LeBron James and Jamal Murray as their point guards. And we take that to the Atlanta.
The Atlanta Tyler Perry's.
Oh, man. The Atlanta House of Pains choose Kyrie Irving and J.Rue Holiday. And the Chicago, that nigga said the Tyler Perry's. I ain't gonna let you do my city like that. I choose the TV show the nigga had. The Atlanta, I was about to say, Medea's Family Christmas.
Oh, man, I just drew a horrible blank on Chicago. Oh, man. Oh, the Chief Keeps.
Oh, man, I thought you was about to say the Taste. The Taste of Chicago choose the Chicago Drill Team, the Chicago Chief Keefs, the Chicago 300. Oh, shit, the Chicago
300s. The Chicago
bang,
300s.
Bang, bang. The Chicago, I might write that down. That might be the team name for that. The Chicago 300s. The Chief Keefs. That shit heat, P. The Chicago 300s choose Dame Lillard and De'Aaron Fox. Them two good-ass niggas to be on the Chicago 300s, bruh. Ugh. Bill Russell's NBA Today. Give me some headlines. You heard it here first, and anybody else who duplicated, bastardizing, and doing the worst. And the Las Vegas
C.O.Ds.
choose LaMelo Ball, and I wrote Las Vegas. I'm high as a kite. You put somebody in Las Vegas with that nigga, though.
I did.
I wrote Las Vegas on God, I did.
Let's see, who we put out there?
I think I chose the person.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball and
Jaime Harden.
James Harden, man. Had to put the party boy out there. Steve-O! Shouts out to P for knowing he had to say that name. Hey! And last but not least, the Utah ass. Everybody in New York gonna be happy. They will be like, yeah, this nigga had to make the NBA, but he on the right team. The Utah ass picked Chris Paul and Ice Trae Young. Facts. You feel what I'm saying? So who the OLI who would be the free agents they pick up if people got injured, man? Who the point guards who didn't make the NBA, just didn't make it? Russell Westbrook. Yeah, your ass not in Bill Russell's NBA Today, triple-double or not. That's a damn shame, but he wouldn't be. Not today.
Yeah.
Today. Fuck what he done did. Today, he wouldn't be in Bill Russell's NBA.
Jalen Brunson. Who playing great ball, but
he good enough to mention?
I feel like he good enough to mention. And
we just doing this so y'all understand. For y'all talking about these niggas who wouldn't have made the All-Star game or who got snubbed, these the niggas getting snubbed out the league. The Kyle Lowrys, the Mike Connollys, the D'Angelo Russells. Y'all niggas not making the NBA. Josh Giddey. You out of here, Josh Giddey. Get your ass out there with Diddy. You hooping in New York at the Rucker. Reggie Jackson. Get the fuck out of here. Monty Morris. You out of here, dude. Kevin Porter Jr. Sorry. Markelle Fultz. I'm glad you worked through that stuff you worked through, but you was doing that shit at the rec league because your ass is not in Bill Russell's NBA Today. You feel what I'm saying? I hate to say it.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, Ben Simmons, you fucking out of here, dude. Yeah, Ben Simmons, you are out of here, dude.
Marcus Smart.
Marcus, dumbass nigga, get your ass out the NBA. It's my fault too, because I had the power to put you there. But I said, fuck you. You feel me? Middle finger, fuck you. And I hate to hurt y'all feelings and tell you something bad and tell you that in Bill Russell's NBA today, you would be sitting at home on your ass. But these are the facts. And understand that any of these groups of people we just told you would have to beat any of these other teams we about to construct. 11 out of 13 years to be Bill Russell. And on that note, P, as I tell you something hood, would you do me and the fans a favor, the Cowmunity, and RiRi, tell us something good?
Yes, sir, man. This one is gonna be short but sweet. I recently played in a golf tournament on MLK weekend, and I met this gentleman. He came all the way down here. I went to the 40 Acres Conference golf tournament. This gentleman's put on an incredible conference that is centered around providing kids with access to financial literacy and providing them with opportunities that they would not have otherwise had. And some gentleman came all the way from Brooklyn to share his book called Freedom Runner. And I'm gonna give you the rundown of this book. The author is Paul C. Darden, a young brother. He's a educator up in New York. And he had this incredible idea and put it down on paper. And I haven't got the chance to dive into it, but I've have read some of the reviews, and the reviews are fantastic. But the backstory is Duante Elliott is making the best of his new life in school in New York City. He's coming into his own as a teenager. Duante's life has improved over the past 6 years as the wounds of his past begin to heal. It all changes when he leaves school to hang out with his best friend, Angel, Michael, and Isaiah. Duante's life transforms when the impossible becomes possible. Lost, no friends, no family, and no idea how, if he can, return home. Duante has to fit in for survival and decide who he can trust. He must overcome the challenges he faces, uncover the truth about how he became lost, and embrace the power within. The truth will set him on an unforgettable journey and produce a hero from deep within. Duante Elliott will run for adventure, justice, love, and freedom. And it's this young man who essentially time travels. And he, as the story progresses, it tells you how he possesses his powers of running through time, and how he ultimately gets back to home if he can. But the guy who I met, the author, and he had some incredible artwork. And so one of the pieces of artwork that he had was a classroom, and there was a teacher of color in front of a bunch of students, and on the students' backs you see the flag of all of them are from different countries, and on their back you see their country's flag, and they are in a lab, in a science lab, and in science labs you always have a partner. And so all those countries, the lab partner of each country were countries who are at conflict. And so it was a very, very interesting concept. So yeah, I'm interested in getting into this, but it's really cool because it's somebody who's writing, we'll call it fiction, for kids of color, man. So shout out to Paul C. Darden, and if you have the opportunity, pick up Freedom Runner, and that's something good, man. Getting the kids into the books.
Gang, give me some books. Hey, bullshit book club. Gang.
BSB.
Hey, my bad to just laugh like that in the middle of the segment, even though the starter is LeBron James. I just thought about Jamal Murray being mad as fuck that he not starting in the NBA. He nigga, I dropping 50 a game in the playoffs. How the fuck am I not a starter? And then LeBron be playing 34 minutes. That leave that nigga 10 minutes a game.
That's what I did in Utah.
Jamal Murray getting 10 minutes in Bill Russell's NBA today, bruh.
That's what I did in Utah.
I don't think people understand that. Jamal Murray getting 10 minutes. He getting 10. Whew. Man, we gonna change. We gonna give you some headlines. We gonna put them on their head. We gonna change whole narratives and conversations. And these conversations on wax over here, dropping nothing but facts into your ears. Understand that we gonna get it to you clean. We gonna get it to you like McDonald's Sprite. We gonna get it to your area of the week. It might be on a Friday or a Wednesday night. But trust and believe that we here Give Me Some Headlines gonna give you what you need, and believe that it is always better to give than it is to receive.